Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. That's right, Ash and I are chilling out, maxin, relaxing, all cool, because the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is what we're taking a look back at.
This is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down.
Fresh Prince is really the show that launched Will Smith into superstardom. He was not an actor before signing onto this show, and he really learned everything throughout those 6 seasons. But like all shows from the 90s that we love and cherish and adore, the question is, what's next for it? Are we going to be getting a reunion, a reboot, or a spinoff? And you know what, Ash? I have answers for you for all 3 of those.
Hit me.
So for the reunion, guess what? It happened. It happened at the end of April. That's right, Will brought the entire cast on for a virtual reunion for the season finale of his Snapchat show, Will from Home. And they spilled tons of exclusive behind the scenes secrets, which I thought was super fun. Ash, what was it like for you to see them all back together virtually?
You know, I mean, first of all, RIP James Avery. You know, it's a little somber to have a reunion that obviously he will not be at. But it is so nice to see them together because they were just so young. They were babies when that show came out.
And to see that they still have so much love for each other.
I appreciate y'all. Enjoy your family.
Well, how about a reboot? The thing that I don't want to see.
I know, exactly. So when Ash and I talk about reboots, that means you take the same idea of a show and you reboot it. That means casting other people in those characters' place, basically starting over from scratch and retelling the story. And I gotta be honest, I don't want to see that. You don't want to see that, and neither does Alfonso Ribeiro, because when ET's Kevin Frazier sat down with him and asked him if he thinks a reboot can happen, this was his answer.
You know, what would it be? And would it be worthy of all of us doing it and possibly tarnishing the memory and the feeling that everyone has from our original episodes, right? And I've said this, without James Avery, it doesn't make sense. He's the foundation of the show. Could there be a spinoff or something like that? Possibly, but I can't see a reboot of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air ever really taking place.
All right, so no reboot from Alfonso, but I like that he said that he was open to a spinoff. And you know, the news of this came out in 2019 that Will Smith's production company was eyeing potentially a Fresh Prince spinoff, but no real news has come out of it, but there have been plenty of rumors out there. My favorite plot rumor is that it would be starring Will Smith's kids who have been living in Bel-Air. They've been getting a little too spoiled, a little too cushy, so he sends them over to live with people in Philly.
So we do have some fun scene stealers for you guys, some behind the scenes fun moments. One of my favorite ones is, I didn't actually know this till very recently, that the creator of the show was Quincy Jones, but he appears as the cab driver in the opening credits.
And I yelled to the cabbie, "Yo, home, smell you later."
The second one, this one is a little highbrow, but the house in the beginning is not actually in Bel-Air. It's in Brentwood, which is next door, so it's kind of silly, but it was not in Bel-Air.
It's just funny, yeah. For all those who are not LA natives, they take their different neighborhoods very seriously.
Take our neighborhood seriously.
Another fun fact is the fact that Will and Jada actually met on set. Jada Pinkett had auditioned for the role of Lisa, which of course was Will's girlfriend, but didn't get the part because they thought that they didn't have chemistry together. But you know what? That didn't stop them. 3 years later, they were married.
Married. Put a ring on it.
Another interesting fun fact was the fact that the OG Core 4, there have only been 4 cast members who've appeared in all 148 episodes. And that's Will Smith, Alfonso Ribeiro, Karen Parsons, and James Avery, RIP.
Wow. Well, the name game, one of my favorite ones, Will Smith named his character Will Smith, right? But that was actually Alfonso Ribeiro's idea, because he was like, this is the name that's going to stick with you for your life, and everybody's going to be calling it, much like we call Alfonso Carlton, no offense.
Carlton Banks here.
So he went by Will Smith and thus became Will Smith for life. And then speaking of Alfonso, the Carlton dance that we all imitate, and I'm white, so this is just how I dance anyway, was inspired by Courtney Cox in Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark video, and then also Eddie Murphy's Delirious comedy video where he does the white man dance. So, you know.
I love that he just saw those two things and was like, and now this is the Carlton.
This is the Carlton.
Ash, do you have a favorite Fresh Prince moment? There's been so many throughout the years, but what still sticks out in your brain when you look back on those 6 seasons?
I mean, beyond just like the theme in general, I've got to say the scene where Will's dad leaves and he does that moment where he's like, why didn't you want me, man?
How come you don't want me, man?
And just hugs James Avery. And I actually was listening to a podcast, I think, that Will Smith did recently, and he was talking about how that scene, like, not only was it improvised, and I think a lot of that's like been a Reddit thing forever, but he was talking about how James Avery just pushed him to the max, HBO Max, in that scene. And he just it's one of the best performed scenes, especially for a brand new actor, essentially. It's so emotional. It gets me every time.
Honestly, like that moment, I'll never forget watching it for the first time. And then I had a conversation with my mom about different families and what happens when parents leave and things like that. But I just thought that they handled it so beautifully. And originally, the creators of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air actually looked to Roseanne to see how they handled their intense episodes and kind of used that as inspiration for them to do theirs. So I thought that was really interesting. Some of my favorite Fresh Prince moments are the more lighthearted ones.
Bring us back up.
This one's kind of in between. When Hillary's fiance Trevor proposed to her via bungee jumping.
What's a bungee jump?
And she's in the wedding dress and watching the video as he goes down, Hillary Banks.
Will you marry me?
And the fact that Hillary still didn't get it.
Please stand by. Great, the president's about to interrupt my marriage proposal.
And then just from like a cool girl standpoint, I loved when Ashley was pursuing a singing career because I just thought that she was so gorgeous and so amazing. And let's be real, Make Up Your Mind still slaps.
To make up your mind.
But we are dying to know which shows you guys are loving right now. Tweet Ash and I and tell us your thoughts. And also, what's your favorite Fresh Prince moment? And would you be interested in that spinoff?
Yes, we will see you guys next time.
Bye.